Hi, Liza Horan from MindstreamConnect.com, and I'm reporting to you from the PSI Games on day two. It's after 2 a.m. now because we had such a packed day. I met so many amazing people, and it took that long to get in front of you today. The headline today is that it is imperative for every person to acknowledge, accept, and expand our innate psychic abilities. The reason I feel this so strongly is because Danny Sheehan of the New Paradigm Institute spoke tonight, and he is working for the government to disclose all of its information and evidence that it has on UFOs and identified aerial phenomena and the extraterrestrials that it has in its possession. This bill that is now before Congress is 64 pages detailing all the information that has been revealed to Danny. And the fact is, the government has been lying to Congress and to the public about what it knows and what it has in its possession. And as Danny says, what they do know is that the extraterrestrials, the non-human intelligence, communicates through telepathy, and their vehicles are actually sentient. They are running on biological material like stem cells. Humanity needs to be able to communicate with the extraterrestrials. So we, in diplomacy, need to amp up our telepathic abilities. And he says that the pilots and the other people who have had firsthand experience say that they come in peace to help us avert war, avert thermonuclear disaster, and the destruction of nature and our planet. But there is a dark aspect to this, and that is, he said, that the government sees UFOs, UAPs as a military opportunity to weaponize this intelligence and technology. So, in the name of peace, we need to raise our psychic abilities so we can communicate through telepathy with these extraterrestrials who are trying to collude with us in peace. Now, the thing to do here is keep your eye out for a film called Age of Disclosure. And that gets into much more about this story. And go to citizensfordisclosure.org, where you can learn much more about this. Jumping onto a talk by Adam Curry, he took us through 3,000 years of divination tools, from what the ancient Greeks used to use, such as astrology and augury, which was asking a question and seeing a flock of birds either move to the left or the right to give you some divine guidance. And he moved all the way through tarot cards and scrying. That's when you look into a reflective surface or a fire, a flame, to get guidance, all the way through to, say, oracle cards. and even some developing tools in AI. And the thing that struck me about this talk was that for 3,000 years, we have been looking outside of ourselves for this divine guidance. We have been seeking maybe the medicine man or the priest or priestess or the oracle to get insight and to learn what our future could be. I feel we're at this moment now where we have enough science. The science has shown that the supernatural is natural, that we have these abilities within us. The volume may be set on mute or really low, but there are methods to help us turn up the volume on our abilities. In fact, I met a few people today that can help us do that. There are courses and trainings from remote viewing to psychic development, and even a game, an app created by an Australian. And I will cover more of this in my coverage of the Psy Games. It's called Psychic Circuit. And it takes you through all these exercises and you improve over time. And it's actually really a lot of fun. So I'm going to be doing it Psychic Circuit. So we've been looking outward for millennia to get divine guidance. But what about our ancient equipment? How about activating the pineal gland? How about opening our third eye? How about becoming so aware of our body and calming ourselves that we can sense subtle energy, that we can get impulses from the collective consciousness? The ability to become so sensitive in our six senses, if you will, that we can perceive the information ourselves. We don't have to look for it externally. And that is the gift of intuition. And that's what we stand to gain by acknowledging, accepting, and amplifying our psi abilities. And we stand to gain interdimensional and terrestrial peace. I'll leave it there for day 2, and day 3 is tomorrow. Stay tuned. Thank you.